So in the last video we shared about the meaning of economic growth and economic development. Economic development means a progressive changes in socio-economic structure of a country is called economic development. But in this video, we are going to share the definitions of economic development. What are the differences between economic growth and economic development? So what are the definitions? There are 6 definitions to economic development. The definitions are given by different economists. So the first definition is C.P. Kinderberger. C.P. Kinderberger. So economic growth means more output, and economic development implies more output and changes in the technological, institutional arrangements by which is arranged, which is produced, by which is produced is called as economic development. Here Kinderberger included 2 important changes also required in economic development. One is technological arrangements and institutional arrangements. So technological arrangements means what? So updated technology we should use in the production process. And institutional changes means what? There is a good relation between landlord and the tenant, tenant and the government, and landlord and the government. There is a good relation between so management and the laborers in the industries. So this kind of changes are required as a coordination and cooperation of the laborers also essential in the industries. That is called as institutional changes. So whenever institutional changes is more, definitely so we can focus on production. So this is called as C.B. Kinderberger definition. So second definition is Professor G.M. Meyer. So economic development may be defined as a process whereby the real per capita income increases over a long period of time. So the real per capita income. So real per capita income is what? The population growth rate is more than the per capita income. That is called real per capita income. So that should be more. So it is increases 1 or 2 years. We cannot call it as economic development. We can call it as economic development. So it is increases over a long period of time, 10 or 15 years continuously increases. We can call it as economic development. Next, Colleen Clark. So economic development is simply as increase in the economic welfare. Economic welfare should increase. Economic welfare means what? Living standards should increase. Living standards will increase. So whenever living standards will increase, there is a welfare takes place in the society. So that's called, it's focused on economic welfare. Next, Michael P. Todaro definition. Michael P. Todaro definition. So economic development is a multi-dimensional process. So many developments are essential. We can call it as economic development. So major changes in social structures, major changes, positive changes, progressive changes are required in the social structure. And popular attitudes. Popular means what? Here popular means people attitudes. So there is a good attitude towards the development, good attitude towards the welfare. That's called good attitude is required. And increasing the national institutions. National institution, that's called the institutions which are required for country's development, agriculture, government, parliament, and agriculture research centers, agriculture universities. So these are all industrial universities. So these are all national institutions also required, as well as acceleration of economic growth. acceleration, speedy development of economic growth, reduction of inequalities, eradication of poverty, removing the poverty is also essential. So next definition, United Nations Experts Committee. So United Nations Experts Committee defined economic development means not only man's material welfare, but also changes in the cultural, social and economic changes also required. We can call it as economic development. According to the Madison, that's called sixth definition. According to the Madison, economic development means rising the income levels in developing countries, rising the income levels of the people in the developing countries. We can call it as economic development. So briefly, what is the essence of these are all definitions? One is improvement in the quality of human life. Not mere increase in the national income and per capita income. Improvement in the quality of human life, reducing the unemployment rate, and reducing the inequalities in the country, and eradication of poverty. So economic development is a dynamic process. It is a dynamic process. It is a long run process. It takes a long run. These are all changes required. Some years are required to complete this kind of changes. So it is measured by real per capita income. It includes growth with structural changes. We need technological changes, institutional changes, infrastructural changes. These are all required. It ensures the equal distribution of income and wealth. It ensures the equal distribution of income and wealth is also included in the economic development.